Good morning, everyone. My name is Esther Magbaboluwafulari, and we're going to be discussing something very important, with which I will be sharing from my personal experience, having gone through this process myself and successfully I've been able to go through it and gotten my desired result. And it is also expected that from this brief interaction, you'll be able to get sufficient information that will help you, if you're interested, to go through this process successfully. All right, so I will be sharing my screen as we go through this together. So I'm talking about assessing global fellowship and awards, a focus on the UK Global Talent, the academic route specifically. There are several routes with which you can get the UK Global Talent, but I am focusing on the academic route because that was what I went through and also I was awarded on. When we say the global academic route, what exactly are we talking about? As an introduction, we all know that, global fellowships and award, it's an opportunity where your academic work is being seen and also can be proved. What you've done over a period of time, 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, is being looked at online. It's expected that whatever you are doing, you are able to speak about it, you're able to show evidences of what you have done and what you have been privileged to experience that makes you a leader. Because when it comes to global talent visa of global talent, opportunities, they are looking at what actually makes you an outstanding person, what actually can make you be regarded as a leader or potential leader in your chosen field. Right. For global talent visa, there are three important routes, three major routes. So you're either going in as an academia or a researcher, or you're going in from the angle of art and culture, or you're going in from the angle of being a leader in the digital technology space, right? So I would focus on the academia route specifically. Global Talent Visa, there are three endorsing body for Global Talent Visa. So you are either regarded as an upcoming leader in the academic route. You must have your PhD. You must have your PhD to be regarded as either a leader or an upcoming leader. So what do I mean by that? A recognized leader is those that are given the exceptional talent, which is a 3-year visa, and that is your route to your indefinite leave to remain. So in 3 years, you are able to get this because you have proven to them that you are an exceptional talent, you are an exceptional leader. You have done several things in that area in your field that makes you a leader, right? Then an emerging leader is you might not have done so much, but you are on the pathway of being an exceptional leader, right? You can prove to them with consistency, with proofs of consistency, things that you have done in the past, things that you're still willing and ready to do, things that you plan to do, and things that that you can also launch into, that you're ready to launch into, not only to impact yourself but also to impact the economy as a whole, right? So that's what they're talking about. These three endorsing body includes for the academia, you have the British Academy, you have the Royal Society, you have the Royal Academic of Engineering. This is dependent on your field of study, right? For the arts and culture, I'm not so emphasizing on that. The Art Council England is their endorsing body, while for the digital technology, we have the Tech Nation. They are the one that are able to come up and attest. I say, oh yes, this person has proven with evidences that he or she is an upcoming leader or a leader, an established leader already, right? Still talking about the endorsing body, we have this different field more specifically for those in research, for those in academia. If you are with grants, you have public grants, you have fellowship that you have won in the past, then your endorsing body will be the UK Research Innovation. That's where you will send your application directly to. If you are in the sciences, natural sciences, you apply through the Royal Society. If you are in humanities and social sciences, you will apply through the British Academy. So, and if you're in engineering discipline across academia or industry, you will apply through the Royal Academy of Engineering. So that's it. So you should not miss it. If you apply through the wrong body, that's not going to be good enough. So that is why I'm putting this information forward, right? So what are some pathways to endorsement? Because for your global talent visa, there are two major stages. The first stage is getting the endorsement. That's after your application, applying and getting the endorsement. So the application process is where you put forth your evidences. These are the evidences that makes me an exceptional leader or an emerging leader. You put it forth, then they go through it, the endorsing body go through it and attest whether you are qualified for an endorsement or not. If you get the endorsement, then you move on to the major application to get the visa. So the endorsement stage is about, 80% assurance of you getting the global talent visa. Once you get the endorsement, then you are pretty much good to go, right? So we have the fast track endorsement process, So if you have any of these things, it makes you qualify for the fast track. So instead of you waiting for 8 weeks for your endorsement, with the fast track, if you have any of this qualification, you get your endorsement in 3-4 weeks, right? It gets to you. So this is the fast track, unlike going through the normal route, which is about 8 weeks when you are, so if you're not on the fast track, you're on the peer review, where you're undergoing the peer review process, right? So for the fast track, one pathway is the academic and research appointment. So if you find yourself to be a researcher or an academics who have applied for senior position at a UK institution. So if you are a researcher in a UK institution or an academic staff in a UK institution, you are given the fast track endorsement, right? So you get your response quite quick because you have a job offer as a lecturer level or above in an higher education institution within the UK. This makes you qualify for the fast track endorsement process. Number 2 is individual fellowship. If you have individual fellowship, if you can prove that, yes, I have I've been awarded a fellowship in any of this UK government institutions, so you show them evidences of it. The institutions under this qualification are specifically stated. So if you have any of these, then you are qualified for the fast track endorsement process. Then the third one is endorsement or endorsed funder route. If you are a researcher whose job is funded by grant from a UK or UKRI endorsed fund approved institute, which is also listed, the set of schools or institutions within this area is also listed on the website. You can check. This automatically gives you the fast track pathway to endorsement. So you get your endorsement, like I said earlier than the 8 weeks stated initially. This is just a quick comparison, the fast track and the peer review. So the endorsement process, which I said is a very crucial stage, is you're either going through the fast track route. I've mentioned the 3 qualifications for the fast track route, and then or you're going through the peer review route. So if you're going through the fast track route, if you think you have evidences to prove that you qualify for the fast track, then you know that you expect your result or your response in 2 to 4 weeks, right? If you're going through the peer review, the normal route for the endorsement, you expect your response in 8 weeks, right? So your CV for the fast track, not required. For the peer review route, very much required, right? So you also have your personal statement is also required. If you're going to the fast track, not required. If you're going to the peer review, required. So you have a maximum of 1,000 word for that. So your letter of recommendation, if you're going to the fast track, not required. if you're going through the peer review, you need three required, yeah, letter of recommendation from from senior experts, right? So if you're going through the emerging leaders, you need one reference letter. If you're going through the established leader, that's the global talent visa, which is 3 years, you need three reference letter from three senior UK citizens in your field specifically. Don't forget that. It has to be from your field. So they will write to recommend that they know you, they know your work, they know the contribution you have made in your field, and also can attest that you will do lot more of contribution to the economy and also to the field that you are in, right? So with this, with a fast track, a fellowship is required. With the peer review, a fellowship is not necessarily required. Then you have the endorsement outcome, higher rate of success. With the fast track, you have a higher rate of success. When you go through, when you have evidences, the fast track route, the peer review route is more subjective because it's a case by case review, right? Experts in your field have to give comment, their individual comments about you, and you understand what that can be, right? So what are some, specific requirements for the UK Global Talent? You must have completed your PhD. Do not attempt to apply when you have not completed your PhD. I've had friends that did apply before the completion of their PhD. It was rejected. I wouldn't want you to go through the fund and the stress of doing the application and your application will be rejected. So please ensure that you have completed your PhD, and then the evidences of that, is required and attached accordingly. Ensure you update your CV, your publications up to date should be there, both local and international. Put it in there. There should be a detailed personal statement stating what you've done in the past, what you're doing currently, and what you intend to do in the future to contribute to your field and to the economy in which you're trying to come into, right? That is the United Kingdom. Then ensure that your online research profiles are updated, right? Ensure that they are updated. Your ResearchGate, your LinkedIn account, ensure they are updated with your research work, with your contribution. Just make sure that they're well updated. Then also ensure that you have a good connection with international society. Whatever field in which you are in, search online for associations, societies that are related to your field, right? And connect with them, register with them. That also will be a good one for you when looking at applying for the UK Global Talent Visa. Then you also the international fellowship. If you have one, if you can get one, it will be a major plus for you. Some advantages of the UK Global Talent Visa you have with when you apply and you get it, it's a very good one. You have permission to live and work in the UK within any field you desire. But there should still be a connection within your field and within the field that you have attested to be a leader in, and wherever you're working, there should still be a link with that. So you have that to live for up to 5 years. You can be in the UK, and this grants you a fast route to the ILR, indefinite leave to remain, and your passport eventually, right? So then you also have permission to practice in any as an academia or professional without limits, right? Except for sports. For sports, you will not be allowed to do that, right? So you also have access to indefinitely within 3 years instead of 10 years, right? There's a faster route to your indefinite leave to remain. So it's a faster route to being a UK citizen if you desire. Okay, you can also practice as a business owner, right? And which is very fine. It's allowed. Then it helps you to bring your family, your immediate family. There's no limit on that. With the Global Talent Visa, you wouldn't have fear concerning that. The fee for Global Talent Visa, this is also information you can get online, but I just included this so that you can see it at a glance. The cost for the first application, right? So it's £716. That's the time of the preparation of this. So there could be updates. So at the time when you want to do yours, please ensure you check for the current rate, right? So you have to pay 524 pounds at the application stage. After you get your endorsement and you're going to apply for the main visa, then you pay the remaining 192 pounds. So that's how it goes. Then afterwards, whoever is coming with you, your dependent, would have to pay 1,035 pounds per year. So if you're doing a 3-year visa, you pay that for 3 years. If you're doing a 5-year visa, you pay that for 5 years. So that's how it goes. So some general useful tips as I conclude: ensure you set your goals all right, get your direction per time. What exactly do you desire? When you know what you desire, you are able to pursue our rights without any form of confusion. Establish strong professional connections, as this can be very useful for you now or later. Develop your skills as much as possible and update your profiles, your research profiles, your online appearance, your LinkedIn account, your OSID account, your ResearchGate account, update them with your work and your skills accordingly. So these are some useful tips for you that you can use to get more details about Global Talent Visa. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.